Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a party game called True Colors. True Colors is a reprint of an old party game. I'm not sure who did it before, but Games Adults Play is doing the new one. It's a 3 to 6 player game again. The gameplay is pretty much consistent with the old one. They changed out the box and they put some different components in. So enough with the talking about it. Let's go down to the table, see how it plays. Okay, so here is a game of True Colors set up for a 4-player game. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to lay out the none, the some, and the most voting cards. You're going to give each player a player color. So you can see I have yellow, green, red, and blue here. Each player is also going to get a pawn of matching color. And each player is going to get 2 cards of the other players. So yellow will have blue, they'll have green, and they'll have red because they can't vote for themselves. And then you're also going to set apart the cards, which are 2-sided. There'll be a black side and a white side. And you'll set up the voting box, which is here. Has a little slit in the top so you can put in your voting cards. Okay, so that's all set up. So the way the game works is one player is going to take a turn taking a card, and they're going to pick which side of the card they want to read. So we'll keep that in mind. So, and they're going to put their cards face down so nobody knows what they're using. Okay, so it'll be yellow's player's turn. We'll go through 4 players' turns. We're going to do 9 rounds, or 10 rounds, so then the game is over. It's a really quick game. It's simple. It's easy to explain, and yeah, so let's get started. All right, so the first player, yellow, is going to pick a card. They're going to look at the card, and they're going to ask that question. So in this case, they would ask, who just has to be the first to know everything? So they'll play the card, put it up here so everybody can see it. And then they'll each pick cards, and they're going to vote twice. So you can vote for the same person twice, you can vote for a different person twice. So yellow's going to vote. They're going to vote for these 2. And then the rest of them are just going to be random, and we'll see how it turns out. So we'll shuffle these, pick 2. We'll shuffle these and pick 2. Now they wouldn't be random really in a game, but just to signify some stuff so I don't know how the voting goes, to kind of give you guys a good overview of how it works. We'll shuffle blue. All right, and they'll put in 2. All right, so then after everybody casts their votes, each player is going to vote on how many votes they think they're going to get. So in this case, yellow says, I don't think I'm going to get them. I don't think I'll get none, but I'll get some. So they'll put their pawn on where they think. And then green will say, I'm going to say none. Red will say, I'm pretty nosy, and I'm a big kind of know-it-all, so I'll vote here. And blue will be like, yeah, I'm probably going to get some because some people don't know how they're voting. All right, so then after everybody votes, we open this up, take the top off, take the votes out, and then we will lay them out. So can you see it up here? Okay, so we have a blue, a yellow. Well, you can't see that, that's terrible. Here, I'll put them out here. A blue and a yellow, another blue, another blue, a yellow, another blue, and another blue. All right, so in this case, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blues and 3 yellows. So here's how the scoring works. So if you vote most and you get it right, you get 3 points. If you vote most and you don't get the most, you get 0. If you vote some and you get some, you get 1 point. So in this case, yellow will get 1 point. If you vote some, but you don't get some and you get most, you get 0. And if you vote none and you get none, you get 3 points. So in this case, green will get 3, yellow will get 1, no one else will get any points. So each player will then find the cards that they use to vote. So yellow voted for blue twice. Green, I don't know what they voted, so let's find out. They voted for blue and yellow. Okay. Red voted for green, yellow, blue, and yellow. And that means blue voted for blue and yellow. That doesn't make sense. All right, well, we'll sort that out because I think I gave somebody the wrong cards. So this player should really have red, not blue. So they just won't vote for red anymore. All right. So that's how one round works. Then they'll get their pawn back, gather scores, and we'll play through one more round so you guys can see another one. All right. So then the card goes away. Then we'll do another one. So we'll do a white one here. So it'll be green's turn. So this one says, you walk into a new restaurant for the first time. Who is already on a first name basis with the manager? So basically you're going to try to figure out who goes out to eat too much. So we'll play this card. Yellow thinks, man, red really goes out to eat a lot. So they're going to pop red in twice. Then we'll do the rest of them random, just because that's the quickest way. So we'll shuffle. 1, 2. Then red's going to vote. They think yellow goes out to eat a lot, so maybe they'll vote some yellow. And blue thinks green likes to go out to eat, and we'll see how they vote. All right. All right, so then everybody votes. Yellow's like, yeah, I think I want to get the most because I like to go out to eat. Green, a tight wad, so he's going to vote that no one's going to vote for him. Red's going to vote some, but blue also thinks they might get the most, so they're going to vote the most as well. So both of these could be wrong. One of them could be right. If there's a tie for the most, then they're both wrong because they both got some. All right, so we'll put this out, get out the voting. We'll slide these up so you can see here. All right, so we have yellow, red, red, blue, red, green, yellow, and green. All right. So in this case, green didn't get none, so they don't get any points. Blue did not get the most. They don't get any points. Yellow did not get the most. They don't get any points. Red did not get some. They got the most, so they don't get any points. So that round, nobody scored any points. So that would have been a pretty unproductive round for everybody. And again, everybody will take their cards back. And then we will keep going through 8 more rounds, and then whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. And that is how easy True Colors is, and that's how fun it is. And some of the questions can get a little crazy and can maybe make people feel uncomfortable, but again, there's two sides to each card, and also if you don't want to look at a card, you can always just pick another one. It doesn't say that in the rules, but if you're not comfortable asking a question, you might as well just ask a different one that you're more comfortable with. So yeah, that is True Colors. Let's go at the top, see what we think about it. So that was True Colors. This is probably one of my favorite party games. I like it mostly because it doesn't outstay its welcome. You play 10 rounds, and then whoever has the most points after 10 rounds is the winner. There's a surefire beginning, there's a surefire end, and I like that in games. This game, it's nice because it has cards that aren't super raunchy like some party games. So you can just pick, if you find a card you don't like, you can just get a new one, and eventually you'll find something that is appropriate for what you want it to be. So yeah, like the overview showed, you pick a card, you ask a question, you vote on who you think is going to get or meets the criteria of that question, and then they're going to vote, think if they got the most votes or not. Yeah, that's the game. You do that over 10 rounds, and whoever has the most points is the winner. So now let's get talking about the components of this one a little bit. So the old version had these awesome little clothespins that you could stick on your shirt to signify player color. This game got rid of that, and it just has the little cardboard standee with the little pawn that you're voting with. Okay, fine. The cards are the same, essentially. The voting cards are the same, essentially. The voting box, however, in the old one was plastic, and this one it's like a thicker cardboard. Ultimately not a big deal, but it is a little different, so I wanted to address that. So yeah, if you're a fan of party games and you like just hanging out with friends and asking some questions and being silly, then this is definitely a game you should check out. That is True Colors by Games Adult Play. Keep gaming.